And we're back, guys. Are you ready for the main event today? It's going down again, as always. I'm your host, Good Energy. Welcome to Tennis in a Minute. Thank you guys for all the love and support. The Sweet 16, who will make the quarterfinal? Will it be Iga Swiatek, who is attempting to defend her last championship that she won of the 24 season? A lot of controversy behind both of these ladies. And I feel Elena Rybakina, she's kind of fell out of that elite conversation, right? Remember the big three talks and all that good stuff? No one's talking about Elena Rybakina as much. And we're going to start things off with her. A lot of the dramas with her, I guess, should we say former coach or, I don't know how we should even term this, but I guess technically he's still her coach, Stefanos. And the reality here is, look, he's got the 1 year suspension, right? So we know that. He's banned. However, they still work with each other, and Elena Rybakina acknowledges that they still work together in between tournaments. I don't think the WTA likes that. Like, I don't think they like how, let's just be honest, she flip-flopped. She flip-flopped. That's exactly what she did. I don't think they like it or appreciate it. They have information that they feel warrants a 1 year ban, right? While Elena got rid of him, citing, she wasn't specific or detailed, but there were issues there. We all know there were. And in the words of Elena Rybakina, Pam Sugar, Pam Shriver, right? You don't know me. You've never met me. For you to talk about things you don't know about is unprofessional. You should know better not to do that as a former tennis player. But the tennis community knows something, right? They've seen something, and I think the WTA has acted. I don't know what information they had, but Elena Rybakina claims it's not the case. Now, here's what I will say when it comes to coaches. A lot of coaches are hard on their players. We let's just be honest. Coaching in general, it doesn't matter what the sport is, especially look at football. You see how those coaches are to these young men? They are very brutal. They're very mean. But I think that you have to draw the line between, you know, harassment and just mental abuse. And I think a lot of people have reported seeing or hearing those types of things from Stefanos. Now, I don't know, and I'm not going to speak on things I don't know about, so I'll be very general. But what I've seen during the matches, I've seen that Elena's the boss. She's the boss. I've seen her tell Stefanos to shut up, be quiet on several occasions. So from one perspective is, I will say things aren't always as they seem, right? So if Elena says he's not been abusive to her, he's not been disrespectful to her, and we see publicly that she's the one that's possibly abusive to him, then I don't know. I don't know where to stand, but they received some type of information or report, and I guess they had enough evidence to do that. And with cameras everywhere nowadays, I don't know if they found some type of video evidence or whatnot, but the only video evidence that I've seen is Elena disrespecting him. But again, I don't know. I'm not in the case. A lot of people have reported that they had a relationship as well, or possibly having a relationship. That I don't know. But then again, players have relationships with their coaches. Veronica's married to her husband, who's also her coach. So I don't know. I guess it could be worse. You take a look at players like Sarah Balek, and her coaches are hugging and kissing her. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on. But I guess the WTA they've justified their decision. And I just feel with a lot of the drama, it's taken her focus off of tennis. And we just want Elena back in this top elite conversation because she's aging. Her window is closing. And we need to be honest with ourselves. Elena Rybakina, her window is closing. Or as Sophie would say, Elena Rybakina, her window is closing. She's 25. She's about to be 26 in 16 days. She's got 4 years to back up and win these slams. However, I will say I am excited and I'm disappointed she's not a top 10 seed. She's the 11th. I mean, she's ranked 11th on the world tour. And in terms of seeding here in this tournament, guys, she's not even a top 10 seed. Like, what is going on here? It's time to get back into focusing on tennis, cut the drama out, and focus on your craft. Elena Rybakina, the 12th seed, I think is unacceptable. She's a top 5 player any day of the week. And she's quietly turning things on. So I will congratulate her for that. 26-9. She's on a roll. Right? She's coming here after winning Strasbourg, after taking out Wong, Lynette, Beecher, Sadat, and Ludmilla in 3. She's here in the round of 16 after taking out Julia Herrera, a good clay player. Iva Jovic, look, she won 6 games off of her. Iva Jovic, she's going to have a good future. And Yelena Ostapenko. Now, the win over Yelena Ostapenko, it shouldn't be shocking or to a surprise to anyone, right? Elena has the range to stretch the court. Ostapenko plays her best tennis inside the lines, going down the line. You know, styles make fights. That old analogy, right? Styles make fights. And Elena's style does not match up well with Yelena Ostapenko. It's simple as that. Elena's just She's got too much range. It's as simple as that. Now, last time out against Elena had 6 aces. She had 4 double faults, which is really unlike her. Now, I talked a while back how, a few seasons ago, Elena, before she had this breakout ace domination on tour, and, I felt that kind of tweaked her shoulders a bit. She had a stretch there, a couple months stretch there, where she was averaging, 3, 4, 5, 6 double faults a match, and it was unlike her. So to see her have 4 double faults, I don't think she can do that against Iga Swiatek. She struggled to get her first serves and play only 42%. That tells me that I think she's having pain with the shoulder, which is why earlier on this year, when she was struggling a bit, she wasn't blasting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 aces a match, right? We've seen her high on the tour in terms of aces per match be around 9 to 10 aces per match. When earlier this year, when she was only putting up 2, 3 aces per match, I knew it because she wasn't healthy. And the fact that she struggled to get 42% of her first serves in play tells me that possibly there's a little pain there. They're trying to take it easy on the shoulder. She did win 80% of those serves that she did get in play. That's very, very good. If she does that against Iga Swiatek, she'll beat Iga Swiatek outright. She won 67% of her second serves, and she had 14 opportunities to break Yelena. If she has 14 opportunities against Iga, she's going to beat Iga Swiatek outright. Listen, this head-to-head, if we factor in the juniors and these exhibition matches, realistically, it's like 7-5, right? So I think overall, Elena has shown she's got what it takes to defeat Iga Swiatek. It's just whether or not she's physically fit and mentally ready with all the drama in her camp. Now, on the other side of the net, Iga, big bad Iga. Iga's amazing, right? We all know that. But Iga's going through a lot as well. She talked about how tennis is just not fun anymore. Mentally, it's stressful, and she's only having fun in practice nowadays. She talked about how the fans have turned on her, and she also talked about how she's not a good poker player. She's not a good liar. And I think we can see that. Will Iga defend? I don't think Iga's going to defend. I think her reign is over. And I think that's clearly evident, right? She's the 5th ranked player in the world, and I think she's on the decline, to be honest with you. Coming into this tournament, not being the number 1 seed, or at least the number 2 seed, I think that's a mental confidence blow as well. But she's 30-9 on the year, 9-3 on clay. The big knock on Iga Swiatek, the big feedback, the big criticism is, look, she hasn't even made a final since the French Open last year. We're talking about like 13 events straight. Something like that, right? 12, 13, I don't know, 14, where she hasn't made a final or won a championship, right? A lot of drama, a lot of people, in my personal opinion, I think players, they have that mental edge now. They're not scared of Iga anymore. And then you factor in her making mistakes, changing the serve. She's showing signs of vulnerability. She's showing signs that she's a human being. She's showing signs that she's not Superwoman. She's showing signs that she can be beat. And I think players are capitalizing off of that. You give and you give these elite athletes a mental edge in any department, they're going to take advantage of it. This is how sports work. You ever watch a boxing match and then the opponent does something really, really dumb that you know, upsets his or her opponent, and they take that personal, and then they come in the match and destroy that person. It's about that mental edge, and I think players have that mental edge now. They realize, look, maybe that wasn't true. We don't. No one really knows, but Iga, maybe that wasn't true. Maybe she is beatable. And when I take a look at how she performed against Jacqueline Christian, again, around every slam, these big slams, Iga struggles to get her first serves in play. She's about 50%. She's going to give you a lot of second serve opportunities. And if Iga gives Elena these second serve opportunities, she's going to step in and put them away. It's as simple as that. Iga did win 75% of her first serves, though. I do feel if Elena's winning 80% of her first serves, she's going to beat Iga. Consistent with Elena on the second serve last time against Jacqueline, 69% of those won. Only 7 opportunities to break Jacqueline. I don't think Jacqueline moves well. She has power, but the fact that her footwork is not that well, I think that compromises her shot-making ability. Elena moves well. She's got a long wingspan, long legs. She closes out well. She can cover ground with the forehand. I think her serve is consistent with one of the best on tour. My only concern is how healthy Elena is. How mentally focused is she going to be with this match? When she's had Stefanos in her corner going against Iga Swiatek, there's a level of comfort because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what they got going on. Stefanos is the best in-match adjusting coach on tour, hands freaking down. I've seen that man tell Elena what to do. He watches the game with the eye, unlike many other coaches. Now, Coco's camp, they're doing the hand signals now. They're giving Coco adjustments. You're keeping it silent because I don't think Coco likes coaches in her ear a lot. So now they're doing the hand signals. And Elena probably doesn't like Stefanos in her ear a little too much, but still, he is a vocal coach. He earns his money. And when he's been in Elena's corner coaching against Iga, he's amazing with adjustments. He has an eye unlike no other. He knows what he's seeing on the court. Just like me when I watch these matches, I know what I'm seeing on the court. He can analyze it and give his player the proper advice. That's what a coach is paid for. And Elena, I think she realized that when she got rid of him, she realized how valuable he was to her camp. And she's like, no, I need him back. And I've said it. I'm on the record saying, look, without Stefanos, Elena Rybakina, she's going to fall outside the top 20. And clearly she's headed towards that. And she saw the slide. She saw the skid and said, look, whatever we got going on, we need to make up. And let's make this business relationship work. Because I felt if she was going to let him go without the drama, he would have been picked up very quick. And this is the pick, guys. Let's get right to it. I think Elena Rybakina is going to win a set off of Iga Swiatek. She's nearly a 3-1 underdog. That's dropping faster than, the ball on New Year's Eve. Listen, guys, I think Elena's going to win a set. That's my pick. And I think Elena can beat Iga outright. Enjoy, guys.